So nicotine is also particularly addictive. There's a very high risk of developing dependence on this drug, particularly if the use starts early in adolescent development, let's say 12, 13, 14, 15. This is something that, of course, has been very well known by tobacco companies and was known for a long time by tobacco companies who, purposefully targeted their advertising and marketing at young people using cartoon characters like Joe Camel, etc., to really, hook people and make them dependent on their toxic pesticide product, so that they'd have customers basically for as long as they lived. The nicotine is apparently one of the most addictive substances out there, actually, according to the U.S. Surgeon General's report in 2010, which put it on par with cocaine and with heroin. It acts at those nicotinic cholinergic receptors, which turn out many of them are presynaptically localized, so they're on the axon terminal membrane, where they're autoreceptors or heteroreceptors if they're on dopamine releasing neurons, for example, or norepinephrine releasing neurons, and they nicotinic cholinergic receptors, when they get overstimulated by nicotine, they desensitize, and that actually leads to upregulation of expression. So you get more of these nicotinic cholinergic receptors, more target sites actually where the nicotine can act. And there's been research showing how this can prime the brain for significantly more response to other drugs of abuse. So nicotine, unlike marijuana, is actually the gateway drug. This is the legal psychostimulant that has been pushed on children. Has a huge corporate effort behind its sale, and availability. Lots of purchased politicians who do the bidding of these companies to basically sell a toxic pesticide to as many people as they possibly can, and get them hooked so there's a constant income stream coming in. But it's an extremely addictive substance. In fact, sometimes young people will wrap for example marijuana in tobacco leaves, and these like a blunt, and they may actually develop a significant dependence to nicotine because of that exposure to the tobacco leaves. So that's something really to be quite wary of. This drug, particularly when started younger, is a very, very difficult drug to quit. And a nicotine use disorder is easy to acquire, particularly if the drug is initially consumed early in adolescence.